Hello again. Welcome back, guys, and happy Tuesday. We're going to keep working on some poetry today. Today you're not going to really need anything other than paper and a pencil. Pretty easy. I think you guys can handle that. And we are going to be looking today at something called concrete poetry. And I am not talking about concrete pavement poetry. No, we are not talking about writing poetry outside on pavement. We are talking today about writing poems that are shaped like the things that they're talking about. It's pretty cool stuff. Let me give you a couple of examples to look at now. I'm not going to read each one of these poems to you, but go ahead and take a look. What do you think this one's about? If you didn't know, it's titled right up on top. It's My Lollipop. And you can see that this person went ahead and wrote their poem about their lollipop in the shape of a lollipop. So cool. Let's take a look at this other one. Stars. Stars are so bright, shining above us all. Millions and billions, shining from dusk till dawn. With silver light, so pretty. Look at that. Just like that, that person has written a poem. Just by describing what a star looks like in the night. And writing it out in the shape of a star. So now here's another one I think you guys might like. Clock. Ready? Clock. I'm going to try to read this one to you guys. The clock on the wall says it's 5 till 3, but the kids in my class say it's 5 till free. Oh, love it. So great. Here's another one by one of my all-time favorite poets, Shel Silverstein. This poem is called Lazy Jane. Lazy, 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 lazy Jane. She wants a drink of water, so she waits and waits and waits and waits and waits and waits for it to rain. I mean, pretty funny, guys. And here's one last example of a concrete poem. So this person wrote their poem about trains. You can tell they really love trains because those words are like so big and in the very middle of this super cool poem that is shaped just like a train. All they did for this poem was to make a collection of words all about trains. Listen to some. Restaurant car, conductor, bullet train, tracks, wheels, whistle, engine, all aboard, coach, boxcar. My goodness, so many incredible words about trains. So let's go ahead and try it out together, guys, okay? So the very first step is going to be to think of a list of things that you love, all right? Here's my list. I made it already, so you guys won't have to wait for me, but here's some of the things on my list. Owls, cheese, flowers, sharks, rain, oh, love rain, lemonade, rocks, snails, swimming. And you may have noticed that I went ahead and I chose just one thing from this list, snails, okay? So that's going to be your next step after you've made your list. Choose just one thing. Then you're going to make a drawing. And I know you're thinking, Miss Loewen, this is supposed to be poetry. How come I'm making a drawing? Well, again, this is the super cool thing about concrete poetry. The very first step in making this poem is going to be to make an excellent drawing of the thing that you love. So you can see here that I made a drawing of my snail. Now look how easy this is going to be, guys. Okay, ready? I am going to, ooh, you're going down to take a look at the paper. All right, here I've got my picture of my snail, okay? So you guys can see just like I've got it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start, I think I'm going to start right in here because I like being in the center of that spiral. And I am just going to describe a snail and think about some words that remind me of a snail. So, a snail, this is my favorite thing about them. A snail always has a home. Boom. So that was just my first thought about a snail. And when you're doing this, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pick one place to start, and you're going to go ahead and write your words out on the line of your drawing, just like I am. Ready? Now, let's see. Ooh, they glide. That is how they move. They glide gently. Gently and silently. Guys, I'm going to just keep going with this. You are not going to need to watch me do this, but let me go ahead and I'm going to bring myself back up. Can you see me yet? Okay, good. And I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done, okay? So, when I finished, this is what my poem looked like, my concrete poem. I went ahead and kept writing my words along the lines that I'd used to make my drawing until I'd filled them all up exactly. And that's it. So, now it's your turn to try. The very first step is, of course, to make a list of the things that you love. Next up, you're going to choose one of those things to focus on. Third step is going to be to make a drawing of that object. And the very last thing you're going to do today is to write a poem along the lines of your drawing. Now, I know some of you have been thinking that you cannot write poetry. It's tough. You don't quite understand it. Well, I've got a really cool trick for you, okay? If you're having trouble getting started, but you've chosen an object you love and you've drawn it, all you have to do is make a list of words about that object and you'll have made a poem. Super cool trick, super easy, and I know that you'll be able to do it. Guys, I can't wait to see what your concrete poems look like. I know they're going to be incredible. Can't wait, like I said, to see what you guys do. Have fun trying, and I'll see you soon. Bye.